Over the years, I have not really fallen so deeply in love with myself that I took care of my body for me. It was always because of a man why I felt the need to take care of myself. And I was literally apologizing to my body. I was literally saying, I am so sorry for neglecting you simply because you were no longer servicing a man. Hey girl, hey. The girl body is bodying tonight. Clean, fresh, shaved, all of the above. I'm feeling myself. I just took my shower, a very wonderful, out of the ordinary shower, and this is actually what prompted me to get on my camera this late in the night to talk to you, my girly girls. It is 11:42. So while we're going to be talking, because it is so late, I have here myself my glass with water because this is the only appropriate thing to be having this late in the night, and that's water. Okay, it is bedtime, so if it is that you're under the age of 25, please head to bed, because this topic that we're going to be talking about, girl, is for grown women. Okay, grown women. So now that we have gone ahead and hydrated ourselves for this very spicy topic, I want us to really get serious about it at the same time. For today's episode of my 30 days of self-love, I wanted to do a shower routine, but I wanted it to be more of like a montage type of thing where I wouldn't be talking and then I would, do other things after that. But a part of me was like, no, don't do a shower routine. Just take your shower, be quiet, and do whatever you need to do. Go to bed, and then tomorrow you can catch up the girly girls on the whole journey and experiment that you guys are doing. As I went into the bathroom and I started to undress myself, I just felt the urge to grab a mirror and look down there. And I was like, oh my God, I have not looked down there in more than a year. I have not taken a glass and looked down there to see what's going on with special girly girl down there. And I was like, okay, let me grab my mirror, and I started to look at her and just really examine her in a way that I have not done for, as I said, over a year. And I was shocked, you guys, of just how much I have been disconnected from my own body as a woman in allowing the divorce that I've been through to make my body feel as though it was no longer mine. And so caring for it in a sense where even knowing what it looks like now was no longer my priority, and I felt so ashamed of myself. I really do felt ashamed for the fact that I allowed it to even get so overgrown, and it was just a really sincere awakening for me at that moment. Over the years, I have not really fallen so deeply in love with myself that I took care of my body for me. It was always because of a man why I felt the need to take care of myself. And when I say take care of myself, I mean like shaving my girly girl down there, shaving my armpits, ensuring that I do my skincare to the maximum, smelling good all the time, just ensuring that my skin is glowing. I really never took that time to do these things for me. It has always been because I wanted to impress my romantic partner. And so after being single for over a year, going through my divorce and all of the above, tonight was that moment that I was really brought back to the inner me to realize that I have never taken care of my body. I have never fallen so much in love with my body that I took that time to really groom it just for me. I've always been grooming my body because of a man girl. And I sat down and I said to myself, how many other women out there have stopped caring for their bodies simply because they went through a romantic breakup? It's like the fact that you're no longer in a relationship and your body is not being shown to a man. There is no longer a need for you to take care of yourself. There's no longer a need for you to shave. There's no longer a need for you to remove all those hair bumps and all those things. And I was like, Octavia, this is you. You are 31 years old and you treat your body as though you're an old woman. What is the reason? And the first thing that came to my mind was like, nobody's seeing it. Ain't nobody touching my body. Ain't no man coming near me. I'm not grooming myself for anybody. But what about you? Why aren't you grooming your body for you? If you would have taken the time out to never have allowed your body to be overgrown, you would have never allowed yourself to go a night without taking your shower. You would have never allowed yourself to go a week without wearing your deodorant, even though you don't carry a body scent. Like, if you would have gone to that extent for a man, why did you stop? Because you are no longer in that romantic relationship. What is the reason why you stopped? And the only answer that I could give myself is, I don't love me as though I loved that man.
I don't love me as though I loved that man.
I don't love me as though I loved that man.
And girl, this shook my world tonight. This brought me to such a humbling place. I grabbed my razors and I went into that shower, turned the water on hot, and I just started to gently shave my armpits. And when I was done, I went down to my kitty cat, girl, and I was just grooming myself, and I was literally apologizing to my body. I was literally saying, I am so sorry for neglecting you simply because you were no longer servicing a man. And it really broke my heart for myself, because as I said to you guys on this self-love journey, it is about unconditional love. It is about the fact that I want to fall in love with myself so much that I no longer feel guilty in doing anything for myself. So just to go back to that place of realizing that I neglected my body for over a year, a full year, you guys, simply because I was no longer in a romantic relationship. No, girl. If you're that girly girl, like, let's just take a moment, apologize to ourselves, head into that shower right now, pause this video if you need to, or wait until it's finished. But if you are that same woman like me who only take care of your body when you are in a romantic relationship, then girl, no, that is not self-love. That is no form of love, actually. That's you people pleasing. That's you sabotaging yourself. That's you using your body as if it's a service tool to please a man, when that man, for whatever reason, he may go or you may go, or whatever the situation may be that caused the relationship to end. That's the reason why you end up feeling so down. That's why you end up feeling so used. That's why you end up feeling so abused. And when I say you, girl, this is not just about you, this is about me too. I'm talking to myself as I'm talking to you, because this is like I'm writing my diaries, my 30 days of self-love diaries. So every time you hear me say you, girl, I ain't throwing no stones at you. I'm talking to myself also, because I could not believe that every single time I would take up my razors to shave myself, or I would need to hop into the shower after a long day of taking care of my kids, I would always use the excuse to say, oh, I have no man in my bed, oh, I'm not sleeping with anybody, so nobody will smell me, or nobody will this, or nobody will that, or I'm not having sex anymore, so I don't need to be showering every single night. Well, girl, you need to be showering every single night. You need to be taking care of your body every single night, because you are a woman, and that's what women do. We have to ensure that we take care of ourselves in such a way where we remain soft, we remain tender, we remain delicate is the word. And most of the times we realize that the reasons why these men are so quick to move on to other women is because they realize that we only take care of ourselves because of them. We don't take care of ourselves as women because we are just doing it for us. And so, girl, I don't even know where this video is going. I'm just speaking literally off the top of my head, but this is something that I just felt so called to turn on my camera and speak about just right now in the middle of the night, because so many of us women, when you look around the world, when you reflect on your own life, when you check the internet, so many women who have gone through a romantic breakup, whether they were married or in a long-term relationship, you see how much this woman looks like a drag. You see how much she looks like her entire world has been crumbled to the ground simply because she's no longer in that relationship. She's crying all the time. The hair is not done. The nails are no longer done. Toes are no longer done. The clothes look like she picked them up at the thrift store. And girl, you look like a trash bag. Why? Because you only valued yourself when you were with that man. You never valued yourself before, during, and now after. It just makes it worse, because all those effort that you put into ensuring that you were presented failed, and know that that man has gone, or you decide to leave, or whatever the circumstance may be that caused that relationship to end, you now literally feel like you wasted your time, you wasted your life, and you have been used. No, girl, you are the one that used yourself. You are the one that set up yourself to be dragged by a man because he realized you never cared about yourself. And so as I sat tonight and I was just being so ashamed of myself, really ashamed of myself, I have to really apologize to me and understand that, girl, no, hell no. You can no longer only take care of your body because you felt as though your body is a service tool to a man. Like, girl, no. We ain't doing that no more. We have to ensure that every single day as we go on this journey of embracing our femininity, we take that time to ensure that our bodies are in good shape. We take that time to ensure that we're not just eating properly and going to the gym, but girl, you take that time to caress your body. You take that time to ensure that you're using the right type of lotion, the right type of deodorant, the right type of all these things. And these are things that I'm just learning in my 30s. Because I remember, and I must be so honest with you guys, that I remember when I used to shave as like a teenager. At that time I was also being molested, and I used to shave a lot, and instead of my mother using that time to really warn me the right way or train me the right way, she would say some hurtful things to me. And I'll never forget one time when she caught me in the bathroom shaving, and the words that she used to me was, "It's only weak women that shaved." And ever since then, that stuck with me for years upon years upon years, and I never really understood what it meant, but I was like, that doesn't even make sense. It does not make sense. And so, girl, let me tell you this right now. If you have not shaved that coochie in over a year, or if you feel as though you only need to do this because you're with a man, change that narrative right now. Because if you did not know, the hair down there, it stinks, it smells, it makes you sweaty, and it's coming on to the springtime, and it's going to be summer after that, and then it's going to be really not so nice. So please, don't use a man as your need to take care of your body. I ain't doing it no more. I've learned my lesson, and as I always say, God teaches Octavia so that Octavia can teach you. So girl, that's basically all I want to say in this video. So girl, I'm going to go finish my water that I have here in my glass. I am going to hop myself in my bed with my nicely clean, shaved, smelling so good, shiny, all of the above body beside my 2 children. And I am going to just embrace in this moment of ensuring that I no longer allow myself, well girl, I am planning on going back in no more relationships, but either way I want this to be a big wake-up call to all my girly girls, that if you have been neglecting your body simply because you went through that romantic breakup, or you're saving yourself the time and the energy to only do it when you're in that romantic relationship, I do hope that this video will remind you that your body is your own. Your body does not belong to a man, and so you should not only take care of your body when you're in such positions, right? Always remember that God will judge us based on how we take care of our bodies. So please, girly girl, let this be your sign where if you have been falling short on your self-care practices where it concerns your body, that you take that step back to pour into you. Go shave that coochie as well as your armpits. Go do whatever maintenance you need to do on your body, because at the end of the day, it belongs to you and nobody else. Okay, girl, that's all I got to say in this video. You can literally see my kids on my bed in the background, maybe turning or something of the sort, I don't know, but that's just my little piece for tonight. My camera is literally out of memory at the moment. It's winking 0, so I know that my time is up, or else I would chat you guys out for the entire night. But that's all I got to say for day 4 of my little experiment, loving myself unconditionally without guilt. And of course, girly girl, I will see you in the next one.